Welcome back to Marketplace. Now, many of us are living in very uncertain times, and not only is the public worried about the COVID-19 pandemic, but we're also seeing unprecedented economic fallout from the virus. Many people are out of work for the foreseeable future, and a lot of people are focusing on the impacts of the global economy. Events are being canceled, and people are staying at home and unsure about their future. Joining us today is Kristen Wessel, who's sharing 4 ways that businesses can really focus on staying afloat and keep their doors open during the pandemic to attract new customers in the process. Kristen, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Well, a lot of business owners are really still trying to come up with a plan or navigate through this change that we're all experiencing. So what is your first recommendation to really help businesses stay afloat?
I think the first thing you need to do is acknowledge the crisis, whether that is online or through social media platforms. Your customers and your clients want to hear that you understand the severity of the crisis. And I think that really helps your business move forward. You don't want to act tone deaf and post things on social media that really have no relevance to what's currently going on. And I also think providing a safe environment for your employees is very crucial during this time. If you are a necessary business, employees want to feel safe when they're in the office, providing hand sanitizing stations, maybe nurses going around with thermometers, taking temperatures. We've seen a lot of these things done in big corporations, and it really goes a long way.
Yeah, I love how you mentioned that business owners can really make that connection with their customers in a way that maybe they haven't been able to before. So thank you for sharing that with us. And I really want to talk about how businesses can stand out and really get their products out, but also take advantage of the current situation by helping people in need.
I think by positioning yourself as an expert, that can really help. Giving businesses advice and help about how they can survive this pandemic really goes a long way. You certainly don't want to take advantage of what's going on, but positioning yourself as an expert and offering helpful tools and tips for customers and clients really helps you stand out from other businesses. And it's important not to panic. Offering them helpful advice and things that they can really use in their everyday life is really going to set you apart from other businesses.
Now, Kristen, we're really hopeful that the economy will bounce back, but to stay afloat for now, how can businesses really get creative with their current pricing?
We've seen a lot of this with a lot of different businesses. People are offering 50% off. They're doing punch cards. Anything to encourage customers to shop with them during this time is really important. People aren't buying a whole lot of frivolous things right now with the state of the economy. So if you can offer, a deep discount, or if you can really offer a great incentive for your customers, that's going to keep them coming back over and over. And it's also going to help spread the word about your business. Word travels fast, especially through social media. So if you can get some advocates online to really advocate for your company and show that you're giving these deep discounts, that's going to go a long way.
Now, we know that the backbone of any business is really their employees. So at this time, how can business owners and employers really help make this transition easier for their staff?
You know what? There is a lot of uncertainty with the economy right now. So I think it's important for business owners to reassure their staff. Are going to be layoffs, there are going to be furloughs, but if the state of your business is going to be okay, you want to make sure that your staff knows that. You want to make sure that they're not looking for other jobs during this time. So take a look at the numbers, take a look at who you can keep employed, and then make sure your employees know that. That reassurance, especially during this time with so much uncertainty, really goes a long way.
Very excellent advice there. That's something that's definitely on a lot of people's minds, that job security. So lastly, before we go, Kristen, any other tips that you want to offer up for business owners to really help them thrive during such a crisis as this?
Absolutely. I think it's important to remain positive as a business. People are kind of looking to each other as to how to react to the situation. So if the business overall remains positive, if they can find some way to give back to local food banks or local people in charge of hospitals, nurses, doctors, any of those kinds of staff, that's really important right now. And people want to be inspired on social media pages and on your website. Put inspiring quotes. Tell people that we will get through this together as a community. That's really important to help set your business apart from others.
Absolutely. Well, Kristen, thank you so much for joining us. You've shared such a wealth of information with us today. And where can our viewers go for even more tips like this?
Yeah, you can go to chicexecs.com for all of these tips. And I really appreciate you having me today.